Susie end up doing? You communicate with them at all?
Oh.
Okay.
No.
That's some crazy stuff.
I just, they're your friend.
Mm-hmm. Like that.
Yeah, it's like that.
And get you to do
Yeah,
something.
do something.
Get you to do something. That's the nature of a lot of them. And I know that. I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do for you.
Yeah.
Take care of me good.
And they don't mind getting some fun when you get on yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, let's wind that down. I'd like to welcome everyone back to Indy Talk of the Town. This is Christopher O'Bannon, and woo, we've been having a great time that first hour. Been talking a lot of business, doing a little preaching, but not really preaching, but just a lot of teaching, just to let people understand.
Community service.
Public
Service
yeah,
announcement.
public service announcement.
Public service. Don't hear say it back.
But this next hour is going to be a little different. We talked and we featured WebSource International, but WebSource International, and I'm part of a group in Fishers called Others First. And Others First is a group of entrepreneurs who meet every Thursday at 7:30 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. And we will strive to make a difference in the communities we live, work, and play. We will run our businesses in a God-honoring, professional manner, and we will strive to do our very best for the customers that we come in contact with. Well, with that, we have Lisa Mooney, who's the Vice President of BMO Harris Bank. They're having a spring fling. The bank is located 6410 Intech Commons Drive. It's right off 71st and 465. And the spring fling is going to be a backyard barbecue. It's Friday, May the 1st, from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. They're going to have burgers, hot dogs, prizes, and more. It's a free event. WebSource International will have a table there. And we're going to see if also we can get some Radio Next information that can be there as well. Please come out and support that. Why am I saying that? Is that it's in the community. It's around the corner, but more importantly, you as a business owner can meet other business owners, and there's a lot of great information to really help you move your business to the next level. So that's the Spring Fling, Friday, May the 1st, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Join us for the backyard barbecue. So it's sponsored by BMO Harris Bank, located 6410 Intech Commons Drive. And with that, we also have our little commercials that we have to do here. We are sponsored by Radio Next. Radio Next, the best internet radio broadcast station in Indianapolis. More importantly, there's over 24 different shows that broadcast not only on the Cool Groove Network, but on Faithcast and on Rhythm and Blaze and also Rock Room. Make sure you go to radionext.tv, take a look at the programming schedule, take a look at the calendar, and peruse through the website. And with this organization, they've done phenomenal things to help shows like Indy Talk of the Town and others do phenomenal things in radio broadcasting. So our hat goes off to HB, CEO of Radio Next, and also to Tracy Drain, who's the program director. Now that we paid those bills, getting back to what we need to talk about here for this next hour. There's been a lot of things happening out in the community, and not only in the community but across the country. And I just have one thing that I like to voice my opinion about, and this is something that might stun some of you, but this is something that's a true reality. There's no way that anyone who is walking in a different direction should be shot. Not once, not twice, not 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or 8 times, but it shouldn't happen at all. And over this past 3-4 days, we lost Walter Scott in South Carolina for a traffic violation. He was gunned down, and the police officer is now charged with murder because he also tried to cover it up. There was another gentleman in Phoenix who was part of a sting operation that went wrong. The man tried to get away, and what ended up happening is that the cops had chased him down, and they had him pinned down, and what ended up happening is that one of the officers pulled out his gun when another officer told him, just pull out your stun gun and tase him. And what ended up happening, he pulled out his gun and he shot him point blank in his back and killed him. IMPD this past weekend, another traffic stop, not sure of all the facts behind it, but another man was shot in the back and killed. All these men were African American. Our black men are dying at a rate that is just unreal. How can we keep these black men alive? It's not that they're doing something good, bad, or indifferent, but it seems like the last resort is to just pull out a gun and shoot somebody. I just have this to say about that. In England, in the last 11 or maybe 20 years, there have only been 5 police-involved shootings for the whole country. 5 shootings in the last 11 to 20 years. There's a message there. Oh, that's right, this is the United States. It's wild, wild west. Everybody has a right to a gun. Well, it's not true when you're an African American and you might have a right to a gun, but they still shoot and kill anyway. It's not fair, and something has to be done about this. Our prayers go out to the Scott family, to the Phoenix man, and to the young man here in Indianapolis. The reason I brought up the man in Indianapolis is that he was a relative of one of our church members at Kingsley Terrace Church of Christ. It's sad with all these things that are happening, but we have to do something about that. That's my commentary. Now, moving on. There's also been some other things happening in the world. What's going on there, Marcus? You in the studio today? Oh, okay. No, we're dealing with a lot of different things that are going on here. But some other things that are very important. There's been some announcements for people running for president. And I know that we can't have Barack be president all the time. However, there's a candidate that's out there who is under a lot of scrutiny, but she's going to be the Democratic front runner for this upcoming election for president, and that's Hillary Rodham Clinton. And most people know who she is, but I think she's going to have a big task ahead of her, reinventing herself to sell for the population. I'm all in favor for a woman being president. I'm all in favor for Democrats holding the president's office, because I'm not sure what would happen if that did change hands. But you know, that's just my commentary. But I think with Barack Obama, what he's done since he took office, with the stock market more than tripling, with the economy coming back, unemployment, as Mitt Romney said, well, by the end of 2016, we'll be at least by 6%. Well, Barack's at 5.5 in 2014. And my man Barack. Yeah, but he must be doing something wrong. We have peace accord in the Middle East with Barack Obama with the nuclear arms deal. And we also have other things that are happening as far as him reaching out to Cuba, where now there's more better relations than what it's ever been since the Castro regime took over 50 years ago. And one thing that I really admire about what our president does is that he's not a warmonger. He's a person that, let's say, let's build relationships, let's talk. He reminds me a lot of myself. I'm not the president of the United States, but I am president of WebSource International. So, only thing I can say, I mean, I'm a few months older than Barack, but I do admire his style of the way that he does things, because he's not one to, you know, be loose with the mouth or one who to go off and control his temper. But I did like Saturday Night Live's version of The Rock Obama, when Barack got so upset at what Boehner did and the guy, with Iran, and all the different things. Yeah, and so what?
Cagey
And
politicians.
what's the guy's name? Cruz. And what ended up happening is that he got so angry he turned into the Rock, and the Rock sounded just like Barack, and threw him out the window. And you know, sometimes if you think about it, to be able to have restraint under these tough times, our president's been called Nigger. Our president's been called a monkey. Our president's been called everything but a child of God. And they have no respect for the office. I'm a military man. I have respect for the office. I have respect for those who are in authority. But those people who are in office, who actually do those things, actually should be out of office. Oh, it's not freedom of speech when you're in an elected position to disgrace those who are in power above you. Because if you're in the military, you'd have been court-martialed and you probably could have been shot and killed. Because, you know, that's the way it is. But for those people who decide that they want to do something completely different against this man who's trying to do the very best and who has changed the economy and not given any credit for anything, all I can just say is my hat's off to you, President Obama. Outstanding job, and to the First Lady and to the First Family. You guys have been nothing but class, and we greatly appreciate that. So whoever's coming in next after you, I'm sure that they have a high bar and a high standard in which to meet. So Bobby,
Yeah.
I've been on my little rant for a little bit. Let's go ahead and kick some music off.
All right.
This is Chris O'Banion with Indy Talk of the Town. We'll be back shortly.
This is RadioLinks.tv, Cuckoo Radio.
Oh yeah. Got that play all the way through.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, let me stretch for one. Oh. Gotta go out to Avon. Goodness.
There go Avon tonight.
Yeah, one of my clients got their cameras without. Somebody's cutting the cameras out there.
Oh, really? Trying to steal.
Do something. Is that the affordable sprinklers place next door?
Next door, yeah.
Yes, it is. Okay, thank you very much. Man, I wish Brooke was here. Man, I just want to feed off. Oh, man.
I ain't know she was doing good.
Oh, I'm recording.
I think that's right. You're recording, aren't you?